You see that? I had my, I'm at the shop, so I don't have my usual setup to have my intro. So I was like, let me put my intro right here so you guys can see it. Isn't it? It's not even playing. It's okay. Here we go. Here's the intro. Silly. All right. Anyway, that was fun. All right, guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna kind of get myself properly together. I hope the distance. Distance is good. Fantastic. Good. I was concerned about the how this was gonna stream. Okay. I'm gonna try to take apart this. Well, let me not say that. I started messing with it yesterday, and putting on my gloves. I started messing with it yesterday, and I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this without recording it." Because I don't know, someone may have this. I've never heard of this cleaner before. I think I saw it in Walmart. But it reminds me of, let me show you what I'm talking about. It reminds me of the One Plus for the Hoover One, something like that, stick vac. What I will tell you that when you're messing around with stick vacs, if you're gonna go buy a stick vac, what I would tell you to do is have one where the battery can come out just like this. For me, in my mind, these are the best way to go. Okay, even if it's a Dyson, you know. Hold on, let me get this Dyson up here. Even if it's a Dyson, right? Yes, the battery is expensive, and most likely the aftermarket batteries are kind of I don't know. You may not know how dependable they are to get an aftermarket battery. But even with a Dyson, you can take the screws out, okay? All right, and you can replace the battery. So I would, you're gonna go get a Dyson, great. Make sure you can get batteries for it, or somebody that actually sell aftermarket batteries, because almost 90% of the time. I'll say 90. And probably 100, but 90% of the time, the batteries are gonna go before you're prepared to move on to the next cleaner. Okay, where's my other glove? Yeah. So the battery's gonna go. So just like, I bought a what do you call that? Edger and a blower, and they happen to use the same battery, right? So it was convenient that I can swap out batteries, man, because I don't know, those things, they don't last long. I'm there edging my grass, like, and the thing starts going. I'm like, oh, what the hell, man? Damn. So I ended up getting two sets. Okay, I have a smaller. I think it's a red one. I think is it Black & Decker? It may be Black & Decker. Anyway, so I got like a regular size small battery, and then I got a big block size one. So I got two block size batteries that I use for the edger, and the tiny ones that I use for the blower. But I can just swap them out easy. Okay, it's very convenient. I don't have to go back and hook them back up to the charger, and there's one already charged, ready to go all the time. All right. So if you're gonna go with these guys, I would recommend definitely getting an extra battery, or finding out if there's a compatible battery out there that you can just pop in. So I don't have nothing against this company, but I do like the fact that they do give the people the option to get batteries. Okay, that's a big plus, a big plus. As for these guys, some of the batteries you can still find new. Like I have access to a couple of new batteries and styles that are new, and then after that, it's Amazon. Okay, so I can still get genuine batteries, but it depends on the model it is, and you could tell if it doesn't say Dyson with the barcodes and all that stuff, it's an aftermarket battery. Just keep that in mind, okay? Not that it's bad, it's just that you don't know. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, no big deal. And one last thing before I get into taking this thing apart. I'm about to go list this thing here. I found this in my stock room, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing with this? And you know what's funny? I started the guy that put in my AC. You can't see my AC right now. Hold on, maybe you can. Maybe I can let you see it. He put my AC in last week. This thing right here, right there. And he was telling me about cleaners. He said, man, dude, the best cleaner to get is like Totally Awesome. I'm like, Totally Awesome? Is that you got it at the dollar store? He said, yeah. He said that, dude. And I'm using 409 and shit like that, you know? He said, man, get Totally Awesome. It's the best cleaner you can get. I was like, all right, I'll switch. I'll switch. All right, let me do a quick peek to see if anyone's saying hi. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Okay. All right. What's up? Okay. Are you at work or doing? Yeah, I'm actually at the shop right now. I'm at the shop right now. I've talked to both. Edger. Yep. Yep. Yeah. You can get some advice. How can I help? Okay, how to tell my girlfriend's parents? Dude, not that kind of advice, bro. Oh, no, you're going to have to work that one out. Oh, man. Oh, no, you're going to have to work that one out. I may have had some advice on that when I was in that scene. But today is different, man. Okay, let me start breaking this down. You know, we complain about like the kids today, all that stuff, but we created these kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much complaining you can do when it's the product of your leadership. I get on myself every time my son do something, and I'm like, damn it, man, I'm the one that I gotta go check myself when I start complaining. All right. Yeah, I'm actually gonna list this. So if someone's looking for this, let me know, reach out to me. This is the brush for a big green machine. It's in my shop. I'm not gonna leave it there. I think what I did is I swapped it out. I'll double check, man. I'll double check. It's still good. I don't see any wobbling. Okay, but I do want to hook it up to a big green to make sure that it can handle the RPMs. I don't want to sell this thing and then there's an issue with it. All right, let's move on, man. All right, let's take this thing apart. Let's see what the deal is, right? How far can we get? So the original problem was when people have these kind of machines, right? You don't realize it. It's not your fault. If you have pets and the machine start making a noise, right? These things are protected from debris like rocks and pebbles destroying the fan, right? So that noise shouldn't be coming from a broken fan. If it's really loud, if it's getting like really much louder than it's supposed to be, there's chances are, if you have pets, that there's hair caught up in the fan. And how hair get all the way through, I don't know. This thing is supposed to be sealed off pretty good. So, but the same thing with Dysons, okay? You'd be surprised, man. The Dyson, this is where the motor is on a Dyson. Okay, the motor's right here. And dust and particles will find its way in these tubings right here, all the way right next to the motor. The filter is here. Okay. The back part of the exhaust for the motor is right here. Okay. And that motor kind of sits. It's a tiny little ass motor. Sits right about here. And there's a circuit board on it and everything else. But what happens, man, is dust will still find its way. Okay. So there's some things people can do at home or some troubleshooting, and some things you don't even want to bother with. So if you have one of these, let's see how simple it is to get into this. What I like about this is that all the screws are just right here for me to mess with. And if it operates the way it should be able to just pop right off. You should be able to just go like this. Okay? So let's go for it. So this brand is called Heart. I think it's in Walmart. Okay? I think that's where you find it. So let's tackle it. Okay, now it uses a security screw. Damn, where the hell I put my my drill? Did I move my drill from here? Yes, I did. It uses a security. Security meaning that it has that. It's a Torx screw, but it has that little tiny little circle in the middle, okay? And I think this one is a 15, but this is a 20. I think this is a 15. Let me see something. Yeah, what is this? This is a T9. Shit, okay, it's a T9. T9, okay? Security screw. All right, let's take it apart. Let's see what we got. Guy said I want some advice. Hey, I love some comedy in my day too. Let me see something else here. Oh, God, dude, get away from here, man. Get away from here. I don't know what to tell you about that. You know what's crazy? I have boys, right? And it's tough enough to try to raise your boys. I'm secretly happy I don't have girls. Secretly. Would I like a girl? You know, daddy's girl. I would like a girl, you know. But I don't know, man. From the emotional craziness that may come with it, but also the fact that I'm training predators, right? I'm training my boys to hunt. You know, you hunt for sales, you hunt for jobs, you hunt for opportunities, and even your mate. You know, when a guy meets a girl, most likely he is trying to get that girl, right? So he is on the hunt, right? It may sound primitive to some people, primal, but it is what it is. And if you don't have that attitude to go after something, to go get it, if you're very passive about going to get it, you're gonna just get trampled. In everything that you do, you're gonna get trampled by some people who are less skilled than you, and it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Now, if you have that attitude, the next thing, of course, is to be prepared and, you know, have the best, be in the right field. All that stuff is next. But dude, you gotta go get it, okay? And so if there are other parents like me teaching their kids to go get it, your daughter is the one they're going after. So, okay, all right, I'll give you an example. So in school, right, they teach you communications, and people learn sales, and people learn to do things, and people learn to watch TV, people learn to watch movies, people learn to listen to music. You know what you don't learn how to do? How to guard your head from the nonsense that gets thrown into it, from the TV, from the music, from the politicians, from the stuff. They study you, like they know how to appeal to your a movie student, know how to make you cry, right? They know how to make you happy. They know how to make you root for the bad guy even. Like, I was always perplexed by that. Like, we can be rooting for the bad guy, and we won't mind if our guy hurt, let's say, the security guard in the building because he want to go get what he wants to get. And we're watching him go through the security guards, and I'm like, wait, those security guards are just regular guys working. How are we cheering for this, right? So they know how to get you into that, right? The same thing, politicians know how to win you over. The talk show hosts, they all study how to sell you. And you haven't learned how to say no. You don't study how to say no or how to watch it without being consumed. That's not a part of your study. But they study you. Salespeople study how to sell customers. Customers don't study how to block a sales pitch. So for the men and the women that teach their daughters how to properly vet the guys they're with, give those guys a big thumbs up, because no one else is teaching people how to analyze the pitch. You know what I'm saying? People just buy shit. They just buy whatever they tell them online, on TV, the news, give you a twist on the thing, and they know exactly what words to say to trigger you, and you don't know how to block the trigger. So I know it sounds conspiratorial, right? But just think about it for a second. All these people are studying how to sell you, but you're not being trained how to analyze the sale, how to not get sucked in. It's crazy. So a lot of us are unprepared. Anyway, I took all the screws out of here. Okay. Now, the information I give you guys can help you make decisions before you buy something, or before you try to fix something, or before you take it to the shop. So I'm teaching you how to prepare, you know, because if you go into a machine like this, you may want to know, is it easy to fix? Or should I even invest my money? Like, is it like a torture? Like, what do you call those houses? A money pit? Some homes are money pits, right? So I would want to know ahead of time if it's a money pit. Now, what I'm doing right here, guys, is I'm just slowly taking this apart. And if you notice, it just came right apart. Now, there's something you have to watch out for, which is right above the circuit board. So make sure you don't lose this little strip right here. Right below it is a board, okay? All right. So now we have this bad boy right here. Okay. Now here's what happens. The dust in this thing collects back here. This is where all the dirt goes into. This is where the motor fan is, right here. And the dirt gets sucked in. Okay. And it's right, everything is kind of right here. Let's do this. Let's do this one more time. Where's this? Let me show you. This is such a weird machine. Okay, something like this, all right? Something like this. Something like this, okay? Golly. Okay, like this, right? So the dirt goes in and it goes through here, right? The suction is being pulled here. Like all this is like yanking the suction, and this filter is supposed to stop the dust from getting to your motor. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work. Okay, and you're gonna get a lot of debris getting sucked into your fan, and then your fan start making noise. Now, so watch this. Now we need to get to this motor, right? So let's look and see what we have. We got screws around this thing. Okay, it's not that complicated. I'm glad they didn't make it complicated. Okay. So we have like 1, let me see, 2, 3 that has it fastened into this case. And then we have 1, 2, and 3 that keeps this attached to this. Okay? So let's see. Let's check it out. Let's take these, and they're all the same size. They're all the same size. All right? 35 here. Dude, you want somebody to box you up, man? I'm hoping this is, that was comedy, all right? I'm hoping that was comedy, and that's not really the case. And, but, yeah, buddy, you bring that to a pop, you may, that may be a difficult conversation, okay? All right, so here we go. So now I took the screws out that held it to the body, right? So let's see if I can separate this other side of the body easily, okay? Look like you have to kind of try to do it as even as you can. Okay, so here you go. Okay? That's the motor area. All right. Okay, all right, we got a little circuit board stuff going on here. We got one at the bottom here. We got one up top here for the handle. All right, so, and holy cow, did they really need this many boards? All right, and then they also have a circuit board on top of the motor. Okay, they all have their own duty, their own job. All right. Okay. Let's get this out. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can get this motor out of here. And there's the motor. That's the little motor. And what happens is that inside of here, if your motor's sounding really loud and nasty and stuff, a lot of times you just have a whole bunch of hair back caked up inside of here. Now I have I did record the video of me taking it apart. So it's probably not gonna have much to say on it. But I'll have it up. I'll have it up on the channel in a couple of days. Okay? Damn, this just fell off. Now I gotta figure out where it goes. I mean, I know it goes around like, I know it goes around this thing here, but I'm trying to figure out where. I just, damn. Oh, I see it. I see where it goes. Look, I see where it goes. It should go right in here then. See that? Look at the size. All right. So let me put this back before I lose it. Let me put this back before I lose it, man. You should probably do that also. Try not to put things off, because something more important is always going to come up. So it's best to do it while you're doing it. I get caught into that trap, trust me. I am someone who actually experienced that all the time, and I try to, I have to live with it. That's my confession. I have to live with it, man. I have to find a way to run a business with that ailment. It's an ailment that I call it that, because you have so many ideas you're coming up with, and it's easy to get distracted, man. It's like, oh, I want to do it. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, and then what happens is, while you're working and you're doing things, you'll find something while you're doing this thing. Maybe you're looking for something, and then you see something else, and you're like, oh my God, this is just as important as what I'm doing. It's tied into what I'm doing. And then all of a sudden, you're looking for the thing for the other thing, and you can mess up an entire day like that, bro. All right, this is in. Look at that. It's back. Okay. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure that my I'm looking at my motor. I want to make sure this is on properly. Okay. Good. Next up, you make sure this is clean with your filters and all that stuff. Oh my God, man, there's hardly any. There's like what do you have? There's nothing here. Look. It's the spout, the motor, right? I'm not bashing these guys though. I'm just like surprised at what I'm looking at. You know, very talented people make this thing. I don't know how to make one right. But sometimes they baffle me the way they're set up though. Like someone wasn't thinking, or the people that made it don't use it. Okay, so this is back. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what kind of strength the filter is before it gets to the motor. Because I don't know. Wait, wait. We have to examine this. Okay, so the motor suction is here, pulling hard, right? It pulls through this. But how did that, guys? If you saw the amount of dog hair that was in this machine when I worked on it, you have to come back to the channel. I'll have it up. I'm gonna see if I can have it up before the end of the week, right? Even just. It's just so you can see what I found. But if this is here, right, and I don't see dog hair on top, like this, I'm not expecting it to be all up inside this motor. You know, like if let's say the dog hair found its way through, then maybe I can see little ones sticking this, you know, like little hairs sticking this, you know, because it got sucked through. It was just, you know, it couldn't hold it. But if this is this clean, I don't see how the dog hair, unless at one time it was vacuuming without it. That's the only way I can see that much got in there, because it was really bad. The filter, basic, okay? All right, that's that for this, okay? I'm not gonna spend much more time on this one. All right, so we put it back together and it's over with. So key takeaway, if you get a stick vacuum, find one where you have replaceable batteries like this. You can just slide in, slide out. Okay, you can always double up on batteries, make it a lot easier for you. That's one recommendation. All right, and two, I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know, sometimes the most expensive ones aren't really the one. You know, you do expect that they put a lot more into making it, especially when they're asking for that kind of price. So I tend to want to get the one that is decent, all right? But I don't necessarily just have to go get the most expensive one. And I definitely am not going to get the cheapest one, okay? Not unless it's a deal. You know, not unless it's a high-end cleaner that I got at a crazy deal. But I'm not going to go buy a $59 stick vac right now, because I know that it takes more. They're going to put more into that than 59 bucks. Okay? And most likely I'm not going to have it for a lot. Unless it's some crazy sale, you know, Black Friday, you got it on Marketplace, I don't know, something like that. But if it's in the store, I don't know. What are those stores? Aldi's? No, not Aldi's. Ollie's, whatever. And it's like a robot vacuum for 50 bucks, you know? No, I'm not buying those. Okay? Don't waste your money. You ever went to the $5 store? What is it? 5 and below? Some shit like that, right? And you can get like headphones. And the headphones, I don't know, they last a week. You know? Hey, what's up? The Dyson. What's my opinion on the Dyson? All right. So the Dyson Kinetic, is it kinetic? Oh, kinetic. Animal. They're fine. They're fine. I just got a Dyson in. I got a service. And there's only one Dyson that I have an issue with, right? Only because I think it's misleading. And I did a video on it. The Dyson stick that has that sensor, the sensor that sends the dirt on the floor and all that stuff, that's misleading, right? I'll give you an example. What it's doing is sensing dirt that is either on the surface. Just think about it for a second. Any kind of vacuum like that. It's sensing the dirt that's on the surface of the machine, of the carpet. And also dirt that's coming into the nozzle, like little debris. So if there's no more debris coming into the nozzle, that sensor says there's no more dirt. That means, though, that Dyson cleaned as good as that Dyson is going to clean that carpet. Okay? That means any dirt that's further down, it can't sense it. So if it's not a deep cleaner, if it's not shaking that carpet up and vibrating that dirt out and then have the power to pull up all that grit, right? If it's not doing that, that sensor is just a gimmick in my mind, okay? Because they're not lying to you, right? If they tell you that it's sensing dirt on your carpet. So, because it's sensing dirt on top of the carpet. You got it? Is that guy coming here? Hold on. No, he's going to get his haircut. Okay. If you ever see me keep looking out, because I kind of set this up in a certain time so I can have some time. But, so here we are. Yeah, so that's the key. That's the only Dyson I have an issue with. Those Dysons that, until they have a better detector, okay, that can detect in the carpet, to the floor, like to the padding, okay? If they can have a detector that can detect all the way down there, and then they claim that our machine can detect the dirt deep in your carpet, and we have a sensor that will let you know when you've gotten rid of all the dirt in that section of the carpet, I'm in like Flynn, okay? But no, that surface, that's the only one I have a problem with. It's not, and not even the vacuum itself, because apparently I think what it does is that if the carpet is thicker, it sends a signal to the motor to send more power to the head. I'm cool with all that stuff, all that extra stuff that if the carpet is thicker, we either just raise the level, you know. But these are automatic levels, right? So you can't raise the level. So it makes sense to send more power, I guess, right? But anyway, that's you know, I would like to have been in the room while those guys are designing, and then I could tell them, nah. Tell me what's the purpose of you doing this? You're just trying to get more sales? Okay, all right, then fine. But if you're really trying to tell the customer is doing the job, now tell them, nah, don't tell them that, man. Just leave it out the sales pitch. Don't mention it. You're lying. Don't mention that shit, man. Don't tell them that. Oh my gosh. All right, so hey, did I miss something? I did. I missed something. Coño. Shit. You know when you you put together the toy, you put together the damn toy for your kids, and there's always like 3 screws left behind. Shit. The hell I just did? Oh my gosh. Hold on, man. I'm almost done. I got another one to do. I'm gonna clean a rug nozzle for this Dyson. Oh my gosh, come on. Don't tell me I think I only need one. I think I only need one side of this. I think I just need one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, 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 boom. One more. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. I'm gonna use a ruler to speed this up. I'm just separating the little clips from this. Okay. Come on, hurry up. Here we go. Where's the screws I left? Where are they? Oh, wait. Yes, I found the ones that I missed. Holy cow, man. Damn it. I missed the 3 that holds the cleaner to the case. Right here. Okay. Look, this guy was telling me today how he taught his daughter. He was a mechanic, and he says that while he's fixing his cars at the house and stuff like that, he would tell his daughter to pass in the 5/8 socket, and you know he'll just tell, and she memorized the entire, you know, like all the measurements, all the socket wrenches, and all that stuff, and he was like, you know what? At the end of the day, you know, we do want our kids to learn all the things so they can take care of themselves, you know? Or, you know, if you don't want to do that, then you make a ton of money and you pay people, but, you know, you'll always be a victim of people who have no more than you if you're absolutely clueless. You know, all you know how to do is make money. You don't know shit about nothing else. People will take advantage, you know, you get overcharged for stuff that shouldn't cost so much, right? You know, and that's just what it is. That's just that is for some people it's a small sacrifice to pay, right? You figure that. I got the money. I used to think like that. I got the money. I can just pay someone to fix it. And then, after a while, you just don't want to be taken advantage of. You know, it's like, I don't mind paying someone to fix it. I just don't want, you know, like, don't try to buy your house off of me, bro. You know what I mean? Volume, man, volume. You gonna overcharge me, man? God, not coming back. All right, so this one is done, right? And every time I put this on, I always have a problem putting this on. It's not going, it used to go, ah. Now it's a lot quieter. All right, next up. These bad boys. I want to open this up. Number one, when you want to clean this, I saw a video. I did another video on this like months ago. And people, you know, people do these little TikTok videos and they're cute and everything, right? And they cut scene and, you know, you just see the hands and they're washing and stuff like that. It's all cute. And then they were throwing these things in the damn, in the sink. And I was like, they don't know there's a motor in here? What the hell are they doing, right? And I saw, and then, so when, there's a motor in here. There's a little motor inside the brush, okay? And they're throwing it into the sink. I was like, who the hell taught you that? Oh my God. No, don't throw it in the sink. Don't throw it in the sink. Okay, so. Look at that. That's eating out. Let me see. Anybody have any questions? My advice, just drive off. Oh, dude. Oh, I got FedEx coming. I gotta open my door, guys. All right. What is your opinion on Dyson? All right. Hey, torque screw. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Sydney. What's up? What's up, Sydney? Long time. Hold on. Let me open this door, guys. My FedEx. I got some packages coming. I got the Simplicity. Hold on. Let me open the door so you can. I'm open the door wide so you can just bring him right in. Oh shit! Damn door won't stay open. Yeah, man. I got some. I just told the guys I was gonna buy some Simplicity vacuums to start kind of selling them one main brand vacuum. Holy cow, man. Take a look. All right. I wonder if I have another one of these around somewhere. Shite. Let's test this. Let's see the sound. Let's see if it still sounds. It was sounding really messed up. Let me hook it up and see what it sounds like. Hey, what's up, buddy? Okay, so it sounds fine. So really, our solution right now, guys, is to replace this bad boy. Yeah. I want to make sure nothing else is going on. No more hanky-panky stuff. Now, to clean this out, okay? This is what I don't want to do. I don't want to take the whole thing apart. But I'm going to show you one of the things I do to clean this out, and then I'm going to end the video. I'm going to show you one of the boxes I got. Give me a second. I'm going to show you one of the boxes I got, all right? Because it has to do with a stick vac, too. Hold on. Thanks. You all set? That's it? Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. All right. Okay. These are one of the boxes I got. This is on our website right now. For sale, Simplicity. If you're familiar with Riccar, Miele, Clean Max, Simplicity, they're all kind of the same grade of cleaning equipment. The Simplicity, I love this one, so I wanna unbox this right here for you guys. All right, let's see this. But you know what? Before I do that, let me. See, I almost got distracted. Let me show you how to clean this thing. This is what I do. I do it two ways, right? Let me get a needle nose pliers real quick. Okay, you can get a toothbrush. You can get a paper towel. A rag is better because they don't rip, all right? But stuff like right here, you want to get like all of your crud and all that stuff from out the corners, right? Like, you know, so get that stuff out of there. Let's not, if you can avoid like wetting it and make it even heavier and harder for you to move, do that. But get the stuff out first, okay? Now, if you want to go in and take the whole thing apart, be my guest, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Don't feel like doing that right now. Now, I am doing something, though. I want to make sure this is... You see in here? You see in there? Look at that. All that, that's yeah, let's get this stuff out of here, okay? So, that's all like carpet fibers in here and all that stuff. It's not padding, okay? It's not padding. Come on. Okay, now okay, so when you want to clean this guy here, okay, you can just carefully spray the sides, okay, and let the water just settle, not the water, but your cleaning solution kind of settle in that thing there. You can get your little toothbrush, and what's going to happen is you're going to be able to get access to one side, and you'll be able to get access to the other side, like this, left and right? And then over here, okay? Now, if you have something really flat, then just kind of slide it all the way underneath. But if you can't get too far, the other thing you can do now is get your rag, now that the water's been kind of sitting there, okay? All right, so I'm here kind of wiping around my sides, right? And then just kind of just work it through there, okay? You can get something long, flat, whatever. I'm just using this right now because it's right in front of me. And I'm just gonna push it up in there and let it come all the way back. And just get it to scrub it a little bit. You can also just look and see what it's looking like, right? And get it out, and there you go. Okay, much cleaner than before. Now this stuff on top here, all of this like paint, use some alcohol. Alcohol is the easiest thing to use, and it's not as abrasive as like acetone, right? So get some alcohol. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Where's my alcohol? Alcohol. Not the kind you drink, okay? Where's my alcohol? Give me a second, folks. Come on, man. Damn it. Where's my alcohol? Oh, yeah, what? Keep moving everything. I'm blaming myself because I've been cleaning up the office. Shite. All right, forget it. Damn. You know what? Okay, you don't have alcohol? You get some, what do you call that? What do you call a scrubbing pad? Wait a second. Damn. I can't find nothing right now. This is nuts. That's what you get for trying to clean up, huh? Scrubbing pad, where are you? Golly. All right, I'm back. Caramba. I wanted to show the alcohol, man. This is pissing me off. I bought a big bottle of alcohol for my shop. Just for stuff like this. Come on, think. All right. Anyway, you get a scrubbing pad. I just poured some of the little Fantastico stuff. Amazing, whatever. And just take your time. and you want to get the paint off, right? So this, take your time and take your time, okay? All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna take it off the front too. The sides are the worst. You see, the sides are always the worst. So let's get this out the way. Now this is the side where the motor is. You see the vent where most of the power, the heat is being, the heat the motor generates is coming out the side, okay? So that's where the motor is. So don't oversaturate it with liquid. See that? Now, clean it. Okay. Oh man, this is still a little dirty around the motor, so I still have to do something over here, but everything else looks nice. But trust me, alcohol is the best, okay? All right, get this here like so. And voila, you cleaned your head. We have to replace that brush though. Okay? And just take your time over here. You can just get a rag, man. You can just keep to get into this corner here. There's a lot of like twisty little, brushy things. You can use anything like that to get in there. Okay. Let me try to slide this guy in here. Let me see if I can. Oh man, all right, let's see what I got. I'm using what's on hand, guys. Pull this out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, coño. Get out of here. All right. You know when stuff start giving us a tough time, we just get pissed off. All right, it still looks better. Still looks a lot better than before. Okay, so I still got a little bit of paint I want to get off of this thing. Okay, and then the rest I'm gonna swap out the brush. All right, moving on to the next thing. Let me show you the boxes I got today. Well, I'll show you one of the boxes I got today. So this is what I did, right? And I'm gonna tell you what I did, guys. Let me let you know, if you have a goal that you want to do, right? You can start out. People start out like while you're working, you want to go and try something, and people will do it part-time. And you try to get that little gig going. And then eventually you're gonna have to choose something to go full-time. Unless you got systems in place, proper systems in place that you're not necessarily needed. Your energy, is not needed for that thing to run. Because if you try to split yourself, like they used to make fun of people from the Caribbean, right? They'll say that you guys have 10 jobs. So this was back in the 80s, right? They used to hit us all. Hey, you got like 10 jobs, man. And some of the guys have like 4 or 5 jobs. And it's like you have overnight job, part-time job, weekend job, delivery job, all kinds of jobs, man, just to make, put as. And guys bought their homes, and they got hip to the script. They flipped the house, or they'll rent it out, and they have tenants on the third floor, the second floor, and they live in the basement. And then eventually they go move out. They hustle it, right? The right way, legally, right? So I try to do that, and I was working overnight. So a lot of those videos you guys saw in the past, I was working overnight, 12 hours. Get home, I would kind of take a little nap. Have to wake up, go fix machines. If that day I'm making a video, make a video. Go in at 3:30, open my shop. Shop closes at 6:30. I'm at work at 7 o'clock, right? Eventually, man, the business is like, listen, bro, you're gonna have to choose, man. And I didn't listen, and eventually incidents happened at work that kind of forced me to make a decision. And then I finally said, okay, I'm in. Damn it. Because I did it for years without doing that second thing. And then I tried the second thing and it just took away from the business, and the business spanked me. Like, either you get your thing getter or get out. So I'm committed to the business. So I decided to commit back in. So I'm here. Okay? All right. Now, here we go. Let's see what the stick vac looks like, okay? This is the Simplicity stick vac. It's on our website, guys. You can go to Monroevacuums.com and get this. It's go into our website, type S67. You can buy one. You can pick one of these up. Let's see what it looks like. And then I'll be done. I just got him in. Like, literally, just got him in. Guy just delivered it. Let me see. What do I see here? All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what you got cooking, man. All right. Guess what I'm looking for immediately? Guess what I'm looking for? Guess what information I'm looking for? Who can guess? Can anyone guess what information I'm looking for right now? What do I want to see? That they just so I can point it out instantly to a customer. Okay, so here we go. Battery runtime. Okay, maximum runtime is 35 minutes single battery. Okay, to charge the battery like fully, from like depleted to fully, is going to take you 3 hours. Okay, 3.5 hours. All right. Filters are washable. It's about 6 pounds. Okay, that's good. You got crevice wands. You got a rotating brush. You have it's a 25.9 volt battery. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's check it out. So runtime 35 minutes. Let's take this bad boy out of the box. Okay. I got a stand ready for this thing and everything, man. I got a stand ready for it. I'm going to show you my stand. Let's see what it looks like. Come on, plastic. Okay. I saw what happened. This looks like a wall unit then. Yeah, this is a wall unit. All right, so it has a charger. The charger's right there. And I guess it slides down into there like this on the wall, okay? All right. Okay. All right. So we have turbo, boost, and eco. That's fairly simple. Nothing complicated there. All right. We got our wands. All right. Sweet. I like the white though. I really do. I like the white. I'm impressed. It looks clean. You just don't. You don't want to get it trashy though. You want to keep it. Use your awesomeness and keep it clean. I'm not getting any affiliate. Maybe I should look for an affiliate for the awesome cleaner. All right. Looks pretty decent, right? Okay. And we got a charging cable. This is the phone's ringing. Who's calling me? I'm looking for my battery. Here it is. Give me a second, guys. Holy cow. Monroe Vacuums, I can help you. Hi. Oh, yes. It's for a Dyson? Yes. You know what? Can I do this? Because we did order it. I want to make sure that we can connect again. I am kind of in a meeting in a way right now. Is there a way? Can I give you a call back in about 5 minutes, please? Yeah, because I wouldn't want you to give all the information over the phone. And okay, so your name again? Oh, no, no problem. It's just over the over the phone. I can't see. That's okay. And the phone number again? Uh-huh. 369. Okay, great. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Thank you. All right. Bye. All right, guys. Last thing. I got some business to take care of, right? Last thing. What did I do with my battery? I just had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. Last thing, guys. For those who stuck around long enough, let's see what it looked like. All right, it's sexy looking battery. Okay, I guess you just squeeze the sides here to get it out. And we slide this bad boy in like so. See, now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The timing, listen guys, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan the video this way. But what I'm talking about is to be able, if you're gonna get a cordless cleaner, get one that you can just slide the battery in, out, you can get a second battery, you can always have a battery on standby, because eventually companies stop making these parts and it becomes harder for you to find them, and the first thing to go is normally the battery, okay? All right? So, let's see what we have. We're on Eco, we're on Boost, and then the next one is nice. Sweet. All right, let me see what's back here. Okay, and our filters are back here. Now, these filters, the purpose of this filter back here is just to catch any carbon that, or any particle or anything like of that nature that will come from a motor or through the motor. It'll catch it here. But guys, pick up one of these units, okay, on our site. All right. If you want to support the channel, that's one way to do it instead of going to Amazon, right? And I'll talk to you later. I'm about to go and get the rest of the business going here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting. Visit our website, Monroevacuums.com. Or maybe look at one of the products that are normally connected to our channel, buy a t-shirt, something like that, and help us keep this thing rocking and rolling. You guys are the best.